Sports Halftime Report.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation. The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this third down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. Looking to throw. Vic. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. On first down, Allen. This will be caught by Brown. A gain of 6 there on first. Working with a 2nd and 4. Here's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Waddle now to return it. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Second and 4. Now here's Vic. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Dancing to his left. Oh, look at the juke. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Allen to throw once more. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there, a jumbo package look. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, what a move. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Allen going to throw. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. To the air, Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Derek Wolfe, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good, and they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Vick, and that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. This is the tight end fan. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Bills on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And Vic's throw there, incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Vic. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Vic. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Vic. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
To try again after the sack. Vic. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Looking to throw. Vic. Put it on the carpet, a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
56,
Back to throw. Vick. And Jones has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Vick will look to throw on 1st down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
You've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely 1st down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. On 3rd and 1, here's Vick. Got his man, it's Williams. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So they'll line up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Allen Out to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tyus Bowser able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Levi Wallace with a pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. One last shot for Michael Vick. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.